Alright guys, and welcome back. So we have a really empty document, and now we are just covering some lists. In HTML we have two types of lists. We have ordered lists and we have unordered list, right? Ordered list and unordered list. So let's get started with ordered list. Let's say, for example, here's my favorite list of favorite programming languages, and I want to create a list for them. What I have to do is I'll create a UL for unordered list. If you're using Sublime by default, and you can just create UL and then press tab, it gives you the complete tag. But you can even write it from scratch and close it, right? UL for unordered list, and then it contains in sub tags, which is LI for list item. Now, for example, my favorite programming languages starts from JavaScript, PHP, Python, and for example R programming language, right? And if I just save this and go back to my browser and refresh, there it is. This is, you can see we have a list of some items. So we can say, we can write in heading and then give it a list. And then we also have some kind of unordered list, basically, which contains, what it contains is, for example, if I just give it a heading 2 and then write a heading, for example, we have companies, my favorite companies that we have favorite companies, or you can say favorite subjects, your favorite subjects. If I just write favorite subjects, and then I can create an OL for order list, and then which contains some list items, which is, for example, favorite subjects is physics, and also it contains, for example, computer, which is my favorite subjects, of course. And then, for example, finally we need some kind of maths. So if we just go back and refresh, now you can see this time we have unordered list and ordered list. Ordered list, you can see it contains only assembles, a little bit like lists, bullets, and the ordered list, which contains numbers. And we can even just go to, we can give them an attribute, like unordered list has its own attributes and ordered list has its own attributes. So unordered list has attributes like, if I just say list, let me just and if I just say, for example, type, and if I just put, for example, there are many types, majorly we use 3 types. For example, we have disk type, which is exactly the same, and we can use the square type right here. There it is. We can see, if you just zoom it out, so you can see the difference between the lists. And if I just make it again disk, so you'll understand what's the difference between disk and a square. There it is. And we can even use the circle type right here, which is CIRCLE, circle, spelling mistake, sorry for that. There it is, right? And we can even change the order list type as well. So if you just say order list, and we can add small I for small Roman, and then if I just add big I for biggest Roman, and if I just put small a for small letter A ordered, and if I just put capital A for capital lists order, right? And if you just put it empty, so by default it would be started from 1 2 3, right? Okay, so that's how we can use lists in HTML. Very useful. We can even use lists to create navigations in our HTML or things like that, right? If you just use some CSS, that would be, more useful. So that's how we can use lists, which are most useful components in web pages. So in our next video we'll be discussing about links.